Hello everybody, you found Nintoonist coming at— ow, I had my hair caught in my headset. That's painful. What's up everybody, you found Nintoonist, and I am coming at you with a regular old TF2 commentary here. Playing some snipey shooty pooty person bonka double donkin' dude on Granary, which is an amazing sniper map. You gotta say the least, because there are no hills, no inclines, no nothing, no slanted areas. Everything is very flat, which makes it very easy to snipe on this map. Which is why I decided to record myself playing a couple of rounds on this here map. Got a couple of things I want to talk about today. Three things, as a matter of fact. The first is the SteamBox. I don't know what to really think of the SteamBox, to be honest with you. I mean, if it was up to me, like, regularly wise, if Valve didn't have the issues that they currently had, I wouldn't go about making the SteamBox and entering the console market, because they really don't need to with Steam and whatnot, but they actually do need to. The reason is this. The reason is because, you know, there's always Windows, you know, which is the main operating system that Valve uses to, like, you know, have Steam on, to use Steam on and whatnot, because it's like the main computer that most Americans use, at least. A lot of people use it. And you gotta, like, take a good look at Microsoft and where they're going. They're entering, like, the tablet, like, market, you know, like, that sort of, like, area, you know, sort of like the modern, like, people's computer of the future, space alien technology things, you know, like, they, like, tablets and whatnot, you know, that's what they're making, tablets. So that's why they really need to make their own operating system, which, if you didn't know, Valve is making their own operating system to go with this new console. That's why they had to make the new console, because in the direction that Windows is heading, that Microsoft is heading, you know, that whole area and whatnot, they're not going to be able to run Steam on it forever, like, fluently. Because Windows 8 is terrible. I have not heard one good thing about it. When I first got my laptop, I wanted to make sure I got Windows 7 instead rather than Windows 8, because I really wanted to get a new up-to-speed laptop so I could run Steam on it. Because that's pretty much the main basis of why I got a new computer. It's because I wanted to play TF2 on it. Which I did, and now it actually runs very well. And I knew if I got a Windows 8 computer, it wasn't going to do that as well as it would with a Windows 7 one. Which is a little— I don't know, it's just the truth, really. It's sad, but it's true. I knew I wasn't going to get a Mac to play TF2 on, with all due respect to Mac users. I mean, I don't like Macs very much. I really don't, and I don't really consider myself intelligent enough to use Linux, so that's why I got a PC. So, the Valve really does need to make this Steam box, like, to keep their market going, you know? As weird as that may seem, they really are thinking towards the future here, as I do lag out there. These were the glitchiest rounds I've been playing, and that is another thing I want to talk about. These are very glitchy rounds on Gravel Pit I've been playing here, and because of the Steam box, and because of the new operating system that Valve is going to be making, all you TF2 players, including myself, need to realize TF2 is really not going to be Valve's top priority, or even in their top 3 priorities, or top 5, or top 746 for a long time, or at least until this new Steam machine comes out. Because, I mean, have you noticed a lot of the updates recently? I mean, all they've been doing is making, like, releasing these gold star items. I have a couple fall crates now that they've been releasing. And they need to do this to keep the game alive a little bit, because they have no time to make, like, a massive update or anything, because they're so focused on making a whole new operating system to run, which I can only imagine takes a lot of thought and a lot of time. So really, Team Fortress 2 is not going to be their top priority for a while, and as much as it upsets me, I need to accept that, because, you know, they have all this other stuff on their plate, on their hands and whatnot. They really do need to leave the game be, because I don't know if that's why I was lagging here, but I don't know. I've been getting a lot of lag, wonky glitches with Team Fortress recently. I was amazed I was able to record a video at like 30 frames per second and still was able to headshot like one guy. Like, I don't know how I was able to do that. I'm not even all that good at sniping, really. But I was able to do it anyway and get a good gameplay here for you guys, which I was really happy about that I was able to do. So we need to really understand that, but first the hamage. We got one ham kill, that's okay. We got the double hamage, the triple hamage, the quadruple hamage, so much hamage going on. But that's enough of that. We're going to go back to headshotting the guys here, which is why that's what you got to do when you're a sniper. You got to headshot the dudes. You got to put your little cursor in front of the guys' heads. You got to click. and you gotta do it. So, the next thing I want to talk about is sort of like the age-old PC versus console gaming flame war, and how much I hate it. Because it puts me in sort of an awkward position, you know? Because Team Fortress 2 is one of my favorites, if not my favorite video game, like, of all time. I love Team Fortress 2. And it puts me in a little bit of an awkward position because I cannot stand one thing, and that is PC Master Race elitists. They're like extremists, man. They're like the frickin' Tea Party or whatever, that like holding the country at hostage or whatever. You know, they're just so extreme in the fact that PC gaming is the only way to game, and that if you don't do it, you are not a legitimate gamer. That infuriates me. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what RAM stands for, if it even stands for anything, or like CPU and all that stuff. I do not understand specs. I really don't understand specs very well. I stuttered there a little bit, I apologize. I don't understand them very well, and they're like, those PC Master Race elitists are so certain that if you don't know all the technical stuff with video games, then you're not a real gamer. Quite frankly, that infuriates me, because they have no right to say that. It's not true. I mean, I'm a real gamer. I'm good at Team Fortress 2, or at least a little bit, or a lot of it, or whatever you want to say about it. I'm decent at the game. I'm a real gamer. I enjoy the game. That's what makes me a gamer. I don't just, like, it's not like one of those stupid, like, G4 reality shows or whatever, to go, like, you know, they have their Tetris tournaments or whatever. It's like, oh, it's so hard, bruh. And they, like, I don't know, I don't watch it, so I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not like one of those things or whatever. It's just, you know, I'm not like that kind of like pretend gamer or whatever, because, you know, I'm not even really like a firm believer in that or whatever, because, you know, there's some people who think like, oh, women just cosplay just to like dress up like sluts or whatever because they want the attention of all the nerd gamers. That is not true at all. 46% of gamers are women, and quite frankly, it's a little sexist to say that, like, you know, just think that women just do that just to be like act slutty. It's not true at all. And believe me, I am not a feminist in any regard. Feminism was kind of taken over by women who despise men with every fiber of their being, but any decent human being knows that women deserve to be treated as equals to men, which they are. But that's, I kind of got sidetracked there with the whole PC versus console gaming thing. I was talking about PC versus console. That is what I was talking about. It's just, you know, I like console gaming, and console gaming came first. I don't believe PC gaming is Master Race elitist or whatever and all that stupid stuff. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I love PC gaming. I play Team Fortress 2, but I don't love every single game on PC. You know, I'm not really much of a Dungeons and Dragons guy, or Dota, or League of Legends, or whatever. I don't really like those kind of games, but that's just me. That doesn't mean I hate PC gaming as a whole, you know? I love PC gaming, but I love console gaming too. And I gotta admit, when it comes to modern gaming, because computers can run games at 60 frames per second, you know, and all that other stuff, I gotta admit, I do think PC gaming is better than modern console gaming, an emphasis on modern, because when you're with your friends in a room, you're playing Mario Party or Smash Brothers or something, you're developing, like, new hatreds for each other you never knew existed. Quite frankly, I don't think that can be beat. I mean, call me a sentimentalist or a Nintendo fanboy or whatever, but it's not just Nintendo. I mean, you know, there are other video games on consoles that you could play together. But when it comes to just sitting in a room with your buddies who love video games just the same and playing the games with each other, I just don't think that experience can be beat. I really don't think it can. I mean, it's not the same as, like, you know, talking on a headset or whatever, because, you know, you're not actually with that person. And don't get me wrong, I love talking on a headset and doing it, like, with Schnapps, you know, I talk with him a lot, you know, we play Team Fortress together a lot, you know, and I love it, but it's just not the same as, like, you know, you're with the people you love, you know, and you're playing a video game with them. That's just how I see it. Call me a sentimentalist, call me a tool, call me a sniper man, because I'm sniping all the dudes up at 1 health, really. I'm amazed I got away from that soldier. Just lucky, I guess. But, that's sort of my stand, my position on, like, you know, PC versus console and whatnot. That is just how I feel about it. It is my opinion. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All I have to say about that, you know. I mean, I love PC gaming, but, you know, it's just the people who think PC Master Race is, like, the only way to play video games. I just think that's really ignorant. I'm not talking about people who, like, love PC gaming as a superiority. You know, I'm talking about the people who can't even, like, look at a controller without, like, shaking, you know. So, you know, just in a quick little battle with this Pyro, I get like 3 no-scopes on him. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, as any avid Team Fortress player knows, the Pyro always wins. That's just how it works. I cry. It's a sad thing. I don't understand how nothing about Pyro got nerfed in the recent patch, you know, the thing that changed all the weapons and whatnot. I don't understand how nothing got changed about Pyro, because I don't believe Pyro is really all that balanced of a class, but you know, that's really what he's supposed to do. The class is solely designed to kill people, and like for combat support, just to light people on fire and help get assist kills. That's what the class was designed to do, that's what the class is supposed to do, and that's really all I can say about Pyro, I guess, in that regard. And the last thing I want to say here is to give you guys some sniping advice, as I just died there from a scout as a sniper. But, sniping advice, it's weird, like, you know, the way I see it, any good sniper in TF2, it's not like a particular skill set. Like, there are snipers that are better than other snipers in Team Fortress 2, that is a fact. But any good sniper in Team Fortress 2, their skills will always be at a constant fluctuation. As I do glitch through the door there, really, Valve is just... I'm not going to blame Valve for it. I'm really not going to blame Valve for all this stuff that's been going on with Team Fortress 2. They have a lot on their plate right now. They're thinking towards the future. They're innovating. So, really, I don't blame them for all the stuff that's happening with Team Fortress 2 recently. Maybe it's just my game. I don't know. It's just, you know, I watch a lot of Team Fortress videos. Like, I watch Star a lot, you know. I'm a big fan of Star. He's a big inspiration to me. Also, Germa. I love Germa. I watch a lot of their videos. And they've been getting a lot of lag in their recent videos. So, I've been talking to other players, you know. They say they've been getting lag. I don't think it's just me. I really do think something's been going on with the game recently. Perhaps it's the server I was on. I've noticed I've only been getting this lag on, like, control point mode or whatever. And I guess a lot of stuff happens in control point mode happens more, I guess. I mean, the maps are bigger, you know, I guess more stuff can happen to them or whatever, which causes the game to lag more, but I don't know. So any sniping advice I can give is you just gotta keep doing it to keep getting better. Practice does make perfect, but sniping skills, especially for me, my sniping skills in Team Fortress 2 are always at a constant fluctuation. Like, some days I will be good, I will headshot everyone, and I will feel like a champion. And some days I'll take like 3 shots at the sniper who's standing totally still and miss every shot. Well, you know, sniper versus sniper battle is a little different. That's a bad example. But then there's this game, like that medic. I didn't think I was going to get him, but I got him anyway. And it felt good. I mean, I felt like I was doing good. You know, I just went in and I played this and I sniped well. It's always a confidence thing with the game, you know. It's always about confidence. There are going to be games where you're going to go in, you're going to headshot everyone, you're going to feel good, and then there are days where you are not going to be able to hit anybody. You're going to think everybody on the other team is better than you, and that's just all there's going to be to it. And you can't do that to yourself, you know. Even if you don't feel like you can do it, you got to tell yourself that you can do it. Otherwise, you will not be able to do it. You have to say, I can go out there and I can snipe well. If you don't say that, and you're feeling down about yourself, you're not going to snipe well. That's just how it's going to go down, you know? I mean, you just got to be like that confident person. And this was, you know, I just spy check, as I spy check the demo man there, you just got to, I don't know, he was standing totally still. I thought I'd get a quick headshot on him just to check, see if he was a spy. Maybe it's just because of granary that I was doing good on this map, but, you know, I don't believe so. I do believe I've gotten a lot better at sniping. I believe I'm good at it. You know, I believe I can handle it. So I don't think it's just granary, you know. I do not think it is just granary. I mean, one thing you got to focus on as a sniper is positioning. You really got to, like, focus on positioning. Like, I'm just going to stay here on this ledge for a little bit. I'm not going to go cap the second point because I have absolutely no team support. I'm not going to be a sniper and go cap the point by myself. I know I'm going to die if I do so. You got to focus on the positioning of yourself. I'm not going to go in. I have no team support. My team is not here. They're not going to help me cap the point. I'm going to wait for them to all spawn and come back. As a sniper, team support is very, very, very crucial. You got to be with your team to be able to snipe well, because a sniper by himself is such a vulnerable target. Like, you do not even know. You gotta, like, you can't just stand by yourself in an area and not expect to die. In this area, I will probably be fine because the control point is locked. They can't cap it yet. So I could stay in that area, but I'm not going to be in the fight, you know. You just got to be like with your team, make sure there's like a big crowd so you're not the main target. Because if you are the main target and you're a sniper, unless you're like dead on accurate with every single one of your shots, you are most likely going to die. If a heavy mows you down, or if a pyro kills you, or any of those other things that can just like totally annihilate you, because you need team support. And you know, positioning is also a very, very important thing. You got to position yourself well to get in a good sniping position, one where they might not be able to see you, one where like you'd be far away enough so that they can't do anything about you if they see you. And you know, you just gotta like stay calm, you know, just focus and just wait for the dudes to show up. One of the very, very important things about sniper is like enemy movement. You gotta like predict where like the enemy is going to be, you know. There's like, oh, you see that heavy, I saw him before, I'm gonna back up, and you gotta think, oh, which way is he gonna go? Is he gonna follow me? Is he gonna go in the other door? You gotta like check. If he doesn't go through this way, try the other way. Maybe he went through there. And then just get in a good position to headshot him. That is what you got to do. As I do get headshot by Loss here. I'm not all that good at sniper versus sniper battles, but that's okay. I'm just going to go right out back here to mid. I'm going to see Loss. I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to get my revenge on this guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to completely hit him. Never mind. I thought I missed that shot. But whatever. It doesn't matter. I got backstabbed. Spies, everybody. Spies. So that's probably going to wrap up this here commentary. Let's just get a couple more shots in here. I've tried to get in like a good crouching position in the back here so they won't do anything about me, because they really are focusing on capping the point right there. There's Loss. I got him again. And it's weird. I lagged into a headshot on that scout. My game has been so buggy, glitchy, laggy, weird lately. I don't even know why or reason for it. But whatever. I know in the end Valve was going to pull through for us as I completely miss a headshot on an engineer standing still. See, sometimes you're going to miss shots like that. I mean, it doesn't make you a bad sniper if you miss someone standing completely still. It really doesn't, you know, because that happens to me all the time. And then I go out and have gameplays like this where I headshot all the guys, man. It's just really not as bad as you think it is. You really are not as bad as sniper as you think it is. I mean, back when I first started playing Team Fortress 2, I was dreadful at sniper, like absolutely dreadful. I couldn't hit a body shot if I tried, and I always used the Machina, which I couldn't even hit anyone with, because I thought the Machina was the greatest thing in the world at that time, which honestly, it isn't. It's not all that great of a thing. It's really not. So that's going to close out this commentary here, guys. We are almost done. This round is almost over as I get headshot by Loss again. Loss is good. I mean, I was at an angle and he was still able to headshot me anyway, but, you know, it's almost over. That's going to finish things off here, guys. Red team won. We lost, but it's okay because there will be other rounds. Peace out, guys. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Like and subscribe if you did. I love you guys, and I will see you later.